Our house is all wrapped now, as you can see, and it's looking quite neat. We also installed our wood supports for our outside cladding. So basically this is pretty standard in every wooden house build. So this would be called a ventilated facade. So basically you install these wood supports and on top of it you will install your outside cladding. In our case it's also made out of wood, but you can install whatever you like. So basically you've got an air gap between your outside cladding and your wall, and air should circulate freely through these gaps. This is how you basically control in summer the temperature inside the house, because air can ventilate behind your outside cladding. And yeah, this is the main goal of these. So this is pretty standard for our wooden house. Basically this sheet is like really good. Well, we said before, this won't let water come through. So even in this stage, if you would like leave the house outside right now, water won't get inside through anywhere. So this is like an extra layer, extra protection against water. We started working on our wood cladding, our outside wooden cladding, and what we're using here is basically a tongue and groove system. So this is our thermically treated wood. This is like very similar to the deck wood which you use for your decking. So therefore it's very strong in terms of you don't really have to treat it every year. It should last for years and years to come without you really doing anything to it. And this is 20 millimeters thick, so that's also, I guess, pretty standard. And basically what we're doing here is, you see the tongue and groove system, and it just slots inside one another and you've got this smooth finish. And we also can actually hide the screws here because we're screwing right here, and oh, maybe you can get this ball, and basically then you won't see any fittings, and that is of course pretty ideal. And what we are doing, because this goes inside the whole way and we want to leave a little gap inside here, and we're kind of improvising a little bit. We're using these metal plates to, I can't get it out, to, when we put it inside, to leave it this is like 2 millimeter gap. And because I just think it looks a bit nicer with a kind of a gap here. These came already smooth. We didn't really have to do anything to them. They came just finished, smooth and nice. Yeah, so this was thermically treated. This is a sort of a premium wood cladding, let's say, because it's also really expensive. But the whole idea of this thermically treated wood is just that it will last for many years. Because with these wooden facades, if it's just normal or if you just treat it yourself, then you every 1 to 2 years you have to come back and retreat it or rework on it. And with this type of wood, you shouldn't do that.
Let's waste no more time.
Let's
and
waste
get
no
to
more
work.
time. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. It is sunny. Yeah.
It is sunny. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a pretty awful weekend. As you can see, we installed our first facade, and it was quite a challenge, wasn't it, Paul?
It was really challenging.
It looks good. It looks nice.
Perfection.
It's perfection, isn't it?
It is perfection. You can easily ice skate on this. Okay, so unfortunately, I ran out of this beautiful wood for our outer facade. For some reason, I guess I just calculated wrong how much I ordered. So I just need to place a new order, and it's gonna take a while. But basically, this side is almost done. I'm glad we reached far enough to be able to get these cables out. This is gonna be our main power input for the tiny house, and yeah, so we can install the power box at least, so we can power up the tiny house once everything is done. I'll just give you a quick tour inside as well to see how the status is. So the lights, well, not all the lights are done, but partly the lights are done, and sockets and everything. Look at that, we've got installed lights. They're not done quite yet, but our walls are very nice and white and beautiful. We still need to finish these heat resistant boards for our stove, and yeah, we've got the lights here, we've got the switches there, we've got the sockets there, all done. And also in the bathroom. And the next job I'm gonna take on would be to, so this is where our bathtub is gonna come, and basically this front wall I need, and all the way until, well, all the way to the bathtub, I need to line up the walls with these other boards that are water resistant, because when you're gonna take a bath or when you shower and whatnot, of course, it needs to be, all of that side needs to be water protected. So this is the job that I'm gonna take right now.
Right.
All right.
Before we go, what are you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Well, just stay tiny. As
Stay
always.
tight. Let's get cladding.
Let's get cladding.